Daniel Levy has left as Tottenham Hotspur chairman, and Tottenham Hotspur have got a new era ahead. Let's get straight into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another show for you today, where there's moments in time where certain things happen in life and you wonder where you were at that time. Yeah, I remember there was a time when Michael Jackson died, and I remember when I was where certain place. There's certain things that happen, that momentous moments when someone's passed away, a famous person's passed away, moments where certain things have happened in different places. And it's kind of what this moment right now, when we talk about now with our chairman, Daniel Levy, stepping down as Tottenham Hotspur chairman after 25 years as being chairman of Tottenham Hotspur. Been mostly more than that I've known. Yeah, I've been around since Alan Sugar as well. That was from 1998. But the moment in time is that I've seen it's mostly been Daniel Levy. That's it, as chairman. That's it, simple. And this is kind of a momentous moment, like I said. And I felt today I just had to do a show today. Was gone on someone else's show, and I felt like I wasn't able to really get my point across, and I felt like I had to go. Well, I had to go anyway because I had to go gym. But uninterrupted, you're gonna get a take of Mr. Box Office, and I think really the main thing is at the moment, the main big thing that have come out of this, not Daniel Levy leaving, the fact that the statement reading, new era at Tottenham Hotspur. A new era where, from what we're gathering, and what we're gathering from Joe Lewis's family, they haven't been happy with what's gone on, which is quite interesting because I haven't been interested a lot about Tottenham either. It's ironic because I was having a conversation, like I said, like on the previous show, but I wasn't really able to really get out, and people again trying to get me to make the point quickly. But in a place like we're in at the moment, I think sometimes it's about being reflective sometimes. And if you're not allowed to be reflective, what are you doing here as a fan, Tottenham fan? But when I look at what I was thinking earlier, I felt bored of Tottenham Hotspur. I was actually sitting there talking to somebody, I'll say it out loud, be up to him, asthmatic. I said to him, I'm fed up with Tottenham Hotspur. I'm bored of them. I'm bored. I see things that I don't see any change. I don't see anything gonna be different. I know we won the trophy with Europa League, but that season got taken so much out of me. This deluded fan base that, for me, is the most deluded fan base in the Premier League by none. And the thing is, though, I said to us, Matt, I said to him, I'm fed up with Tottenham. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'd rather do something else. I'd rather go to the carnival. I'd rather go do what I'm doing in the weekend, going and watching games. I'm watching Tottenham. I go to games to see people, big up to them. I'll go and watch people. I'll go and watch people all times, every single time, and see people and get to know them and see, and reminisce with them, and catch up with them. That's great. But I don't enjoy the football. I thought the football was boring. And it's just the same old thing. It was the same old thing since Poch got sacked. And it was grinding me so much. And it just came to a head earlier today, where I was sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm done. I can't do this anymore with Tottenham. I'll watch them afar, but I'd rather I need to take a break from this. Just this international break, take a break. And then it was like someone up there was talking, just heard my feelings, just heard my feelings, just heard me and said, yeah, I feel you. I feel you right now. Yeah, I hear you. And then you get the news of Daniel Levy. And the thing that sums it all up, is what is in that statement. What is in that statement? What you're hearing from Alistair Gold, what's been happening, because this has been planned for a long time. And the thing is, though, it's making sense now. It's making sense that this is happening right now, because someone told me, a little birdie told me a long time ago, and I kept it quiet. I kept it quiet because I was promised to keep quiet about it. And you're hearing now people like Vivian. And I heard something about Vivian. I heard something about about Joe Lewis's family weren't happy about what was going on at Tottenham Hotspur. They were not happy at all. They were not happy about the success. They weren't happy about what was going on. And I kept that well quiet because I was promised that I had to keep it quiet. And now it's all coming to a head right now. Coming to a head right now. Now the decision of Daniel Levy, which is quite clear now. It's quite clear that this is not Daniel Levy was told to leave, not him making the decision. It was him pushed away, told to leave. So the fact is, people weren't happy what was going on. And it vilifies why I felt the way I felt. People kept on telling me I was negative. People kept on telling me I'm an Arsenal fan. They kept on telling me all this stuff. But who was right? Who was right? All that time. Who was vilified every single time? And now we're seeing what we're seeing right now. And now it's got to be a new era. It's got to be a new era now. Things have got to change. Things have to change right now at Tottenham Hotspur. A new era has to happen at Tottenham Hotspur, where we are competing, where we're going to see top players at our club, where we're going to see good footballers. We're not going to see us feeling sort of bang average players. Things have got to change. And that's what I'm hoping through all of this. Because this is a new era at Tottenham Hotspur, where I hope we're not going to be talking about finance, talk about buildings. We'll talk about football. That's what we need to do, talk about football. And that's the main thing that has come out of this. And maybe in the background, they couldn't do anything. But now the triggers are starting to happen now. The domino effect is happening right now. It's quite clear now. And for me, at the moment, I feel relieved. Relief now that Daniel Levy's gone. And yeah, thank you for the memories, Daniel Levy. But bye-bye. We need to move forward. I'm 38 years old. I don't know when that Enid were in charge, what I was, but I was about teenager years. Teenager years, maybe. Didn't know that much. Now a lot more. A little bit more slimmer, a little bit more handsome between the ears. Not a mug anymore, like some people mug me off their shows. And now we're seeing what we're seeing right now. And so I wasn't negative then. I was vilified by what I said, why I kept feeling the way I felt. Because obviously the hierarchy were not happy what happened at Tottenham Hotspur. that are not happy whatsoever. So welcome to the show of all shows of Mr. Box Office TV, the main event. Yours truly, your Marmite of the Tottenham fan base, who's now got a show where it's really just to feel and reflect and what we're going to do moving forward as a club, as a fan base. Is it going to change the dynamics of the fan base now? Are we going to be more connected? Are we going to be more united? This news, because now you're seeing. Now, are we going to be more? Are we going to be more united as a fan base now? Not going to be Levy in, Levy out, or whatever's is going to be in with the crowd right now. It's what are we going to feel? What are we feeling right now? And that's the main thing. I can't. I don't know. And this is what hopefully through the show we'll be able to discuss, and that's it. So welcome to everybody in the show today. Welcome to everybody who's watching around the world, and thank you for tuning in. If you can, like and subscribe to the show. I wasn't able to share because little bird, unfortunately, the phone's not working. It got a little bit wet, and unfortunately, well, I've got no phone, so I'm not been able to share or the show to anybody. So if you can share, and whoever hates the main event, that you've got the chance to have a go at myself right now. If you say I'm talking waffle, well, come and say something in my face right now. I know some people in the chat have already said something, but you're not, and I'm here for you. You know, I'm here right now, but you haven't turned up. But yeah, big up to everybody who's watching all over the world. And yeah, it's one of those days where you've got to be reflective on the 25 years of this guy, Daniel Levy, that has been chairman of our football club. Didn't think this was ever going to happen, if I'm really honest with you. Didn't think this was ever going to materialize. So Daniel Levy leaving our football club, and now the ramifications of that. I don't know whether this is going to. I don't know what the future holds for Tottenham Hotspur. Now there was rumours about a takeover, but it seems to be from now you're seeing from the statement, which you saw the statement from Daniel Levy thanking his, for everyone, that all the staff and the people that he worked with, and the statement from Peter Charrington. It shows that things are not going to change immediately. It's just the fact that Daniel Levy's leaving, but there was a promise of change, a summer of change since the Europa League win with the hierarchy, and this is a major change. Earlier change was, and I can't remember the lady's name now. It's just completely gone out of my head, but she. Left Lieutenant Daniel Levy's left lieutenant leaving. That was the first change. And then obviously Scott Munn leaving. That was another change as well. But I think that was always on the cards because Scott Munn wasn't really doing that much, really. Let's be honest here. And then you had now obviously Daniel Levy, and then obviously Vinay Vitesham coming in as well, who's now running the football operations right now, are going to be running the football operations. And then obviously you've got Peter Charrington, who is going to be the just the chairman is going to be just running the outside of the football club, but activities outside the football club. But what does that look like now for Tottenham Hotspur now? What does it look like, the running the football club right now? It's very interesting. It's got me now interested all of a sudden. From what I felt, that conversation I had earlier, I'm starting to now feel a bit more excitement, a little bit of what could be at the moment. I'm intrigued as well, and interested as well what side it could go, because they're obviously now we're not in the hands of somebody who's very hands-on as a chairman, someone that is very risk averse. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Thomas Frank as well. What is that dynamics going to be like? Is that going to still be the same? What's going to happen with the director of football? So, what's going to happen with Paratici? Is Paratici still coming back? Because there was rumors that he's coming back. But, the tenure of Daniel Levy over this last 25 years, you have to say that, with the football side of things, he's done fantasticely well. I mean, building up the football club the way he's built it up, the stadium, the training ground. And that's going to be one of the things that is going to be remembered for, bringing in those sort of things into the football club, bringing us into competing with the top 6, top 10, getting into Champions League. He will be remembered for a lot of things. I think the main thing is, though, and what we're seeing, and what I've learned from listening a little bit to Alistair Gold and a lot of journalists right now, you can see right now that they want more success, and it's understandable. It's understandable why the chairman, everyone want more success. It's understandable that, and like I said, it vilifies why I felt the way I felt for so long now since Poch has left. I think a lot of people were way before me, obviously. Martin Yole was their trigger. A lot of people were the Conte thing. When Conte ranted. Obviously, the Eze thing, you saw the meltdown since then. Eze ended up going to Arsenal. The Fernandes thing, where Fernandes could have come to Tottenham and we didn't negotiate it taking too long. There's so many things that were just the breaking point of some of these Spurs fans. And it just became a situation where you just thought it never would. I didn't think it was ever going to happen, and it's happened now. And it's one of those things that you just can't believe. I'm still progressing it, processing it in my head still. But Daniel Levy's not our chairman anymore, and it feels a huge relief. Huge relief. A little bit more optimism in my feelings at the moment, rather than feeling like, oh, here we go again. But this is again it says a thing to me that I need to see where this goes, because again, there's still that element of don't know where this is going to go. Yeah, we can look at Vinay, who is going to take over from football operations. You can say, oh yeah, he's done well at Arsenal. A lot of teams wanted to get him. But at the same time, is it going to make up for anything? I don't know. I really don't know. It's one of those things that I want to say in the future. I want to be optimistic, and yeah, I am a little bit more optimistic because it's one of the unknown. It's one of the unknown at the moment. One of the unknown of whether I'll see what I see. I don't know. It's a strange thing. I don't know. I really don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I hope, hopefully in the future, this is going to be something that is going to move us forward And that's what I'm hoping at the moment. Big up to everybody in the chat, by the way. Big up to everybody who's watching. Big up to you. Big up to who are watching at the moment. Big up to you. Big up to Booniverse as well. Big up to you. Big up to We Are Tottenham TV. Big up to Spurs down the list. Big up to Starman. To Rick Kane. Big up to Daniel 90. Big up to Starman Floating Sky. Big up to Hummus Potato. Big up to the 2 Mark Show. Big up to Scott M. Big up to Archer. Big up to Gidaps. Big up to everybody. Big up to Lynn Simpson. Big up to you. Big up to Forex Gold. Big up to you. Big up to Ben Edwards. Big up to you. And massive big up to a user. For years, other clubs bantered us. Now gloves are off. Absolutely. I think that's the thing now. I think we can't be any more. I think it is still in the unknown, but at the moment, it's a little bit of optimism now. Like I said earlier today, I felt bored of Tottenham. I said it. I sat there and thought, I just feel it's the same old thing. I'm seeing the same old thing. Yet some of the signings I'm seeing at the moment, Javi Simmons is someone that you just have to wait and see. At the moment, he looks good. He looks good in his previous clubs. Yes, Leipzig. Back in Holland, he looked good, but Premier League's a different animal, different beast. Then you've got Carlo Morani, who looks good, and he's better than what we've got. Javi Simmons looks better than what we got. But, they need to hit the ground running straight away. Well, more Morani because he's a straight loan. So, and then obviously Paulinho, who I think is a fantastic signing, I've got to be honest. Kudos has been good so far. And has had a little bit of good impact on the team. So overall, it was a good sort of good 7 out of 10 transfer window, and we were promised that there was going to be a little bit more investment as well. But this has really put the cat amongst the pigeons with this news about Daniel Levy. Absolutely massive news that has brought a lot of optimism in the Tottenham fan base and brought a lot of optimism to Mr. Box office as well. If I'm really honest with you, brought a lot of optimism in my heart, and it's got me intrigued, got me interested. I know now getting a ticket for games now might get a bit challenging now, because I think the Tottenham fan base will be more optimistic going forward, especially for that January transfer window now. Very, very much more optimistic, I have to be honest, and that's it. But big up to you, a user. Big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching, by the way. Big up to you. I think a lot of people are going to get a little bit worried. I mean, we don't know what it means at the moment. We don't know what it. We know that Daniel Levy leaving is a huge relief for us at the moment. But what does that look like without Daniel Levy? What does it look like with Vinay Diteshim as in charge of the football operations? What does it look like? Because, yeah, he did well at Arsenal, but Arsenal only won like one trophy since he was there. I think it was just the FA Cup. So, really, yeah, things were set up for him. Set up. He was part of that. More connection with the fans, brilliant. All I would say is that if he's going to connect with the fans, don't just connect with just one part of the fan base. Just connect with everyone. so everyone feels involved. You know, that's the main thing. Not someone who's just going to be diplomatic about it. Obviously, be respectful, but you know, get everyone involved. That everyone should get involved in it, and then everyone feels a part of Tottenham Hotspur as a fan base. Big ups, by the way. Big up to A User for the super chat. Really appreciate that, by the way. Really appreciate that. But yeah, it's just this new era is very intriguing, very exciting. A lot of optimism about it, and I have to be honest. It's something that I never thought would happen at Tottenham Hotspur. Not in a million years. Seeing Daniel Levy lead the football club, it's a very surreal sort of thing, really, right now. It'd be interesting to see what. Obviously, the West Ham game's away from home, and we're in international week. But in a couple of weeks' time, we've got Wolves at home. I wonder what the atmosphere is going to be like there. I don't think there's going to be able to get. I don't think anybody's able. If you want a ticket now, you get a ticket now for the Tottenham game, because I think there's going to be not a lot of empty seats in that game, especially in the new era of Tottenham Hotspur. I think there's going to be more people clambering to go to Tottenham Hotspur now, because this is massive. This is massive news, and you can't help but feel a little bit more optimistic that things hopefully will now change. Obviously, now transfer window wise, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, for me, obviously the transfer window is closed now, but you can't help but think what's going to happen next summer without Daniel Levy at the purse strings. The only thing I have a problem with is the director of football. That's the only thing I have at the moment, because I just don't have any. I don't have any confidence in our director of football, who for me is, I'm not a fan of his. I've got to be honest. I'm not a fan of his. I think he's a bit of a. He's not the. Johan Lang, I don't think he's equipped as somebody. I mean, I watched the chair. I watched the director of football operations for Bournemouth, and he had a little bit more bite about him, a little bit more swag about him. Someone that looked like he knew what he was doing. I just think Johan Lang looks very. Yeah, I mean, it isn't. Yeah. I think that's one thing I think we do need to sort out. But I guess that this is where we're going with this. I think we're going to look at stats, figures on players, and that's fine. But I do feel that it is what it is with it at the end of the day. But big ups, yeah, it is what it is. Big up to everybody who's watching, by the way. I think it was more forced. I think a lot of people. It sounds like it was forced. Daniel Levy leaving, which looked like it was planned a long time ago. Which is interesting. Very, very interesting. Tottenham Hotspur, and I think it started with the departure of I can't remember Daniel Levy's right hand. I can't remember the lady's name now. Donna Cullen. That's it. Donna Cullen. That's where it started. That's where it started. Because that was quite unusual when I saw that. I thought, yeah, that was big. That was massive. Deborah Mead Donna Cullen leaving, and then now obviously Daniel Levy leaving as well, his post. So now we've got Peter Charrington as chairman, and then you've got Vinay Diseshram doing the football operations now. What's going to happen moving forward? What's going to happen moving forward? I really don't know. It's one of those things where you just don't know at the moment. And I think you can see from what I'm the way I've done this show right now. Still in shock. I'm still in shock. Very much in shock at the moment. What's happening with Tottenham? And in one way, I wish this happened a little bit earlier. I wish it happened, before the transfer window. But then I don't know if the decision would have been made to get rid of Ange. That's the thing. But I guess these things have to take time, and decisions have to be made. Alternative plans have to be made. So it's one of those things that I really want to. I wish it could have happened a long time ago. And I think a lot of people are predicting that, because it does sound like it was Vivian Lewis who had a heavy influence on him leaving the football club, Daniel Levy. And they want more success on the pitch, which is what we want. Because this is what's really made us feel the way we felt for such a long time now. Even though we won the trophy last season, European League, which is a fantastic achievement in itself, especially being a Tottenham fan for so long and not seeing it, and seeing our first European trophy, which is absolutely fantastic. The way it was done and the way the season went, it was the most worst season I've seen in a long time. It was hard to watch, hard to be a part of, and hard to really get excited about. And Forex Gold makes a really good point here. When it's stated that Levy was gonna be taking a step back a few months back, I still could never see him giving up being forced out as chairmanship, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at. That's why I think a lot of people are very shocked that it's actually happened. I think it's a difference between when you see something happening, when you're predicting something's going to happen, and when it actually happens. And when it actually happens, you're like, wow. I mean, this guy's been here for 25 years. He's seen over a new stadium, getting rid of the old one at White Hart Lane, and bringing in a new training ground. He's walked through so many players, negotiated, maybe annoyed lots of chairmen with negotiating lots of players, seen over how many changes of managers. I mean, it's not just about Poch, it's about Martin Jol, Harry Redknapp, the way that, he wanted Jose Mourinho. He wanted Jose Mourinho, and look how that worked out for him. When I never wanted him in the first place, knew that it was not going to work anyway. I mean, he's seen over a lot of change at Tottenham Hotspur. And granted, he's got to where we've got to in the Premier League, and that's it for me. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you just like, I just can't believe what I've seen in. I just can't believe it. And yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is right now. And then it's one of those things that you seeing what Alan Sugar for only a few years, and the things that happened there, and then to ENIC, a new era at Tottenham Hotspur now. It's one of those things that we can really get excited and get behind, but it's just the unknown still. And it's now for them to prove to us and communicate with us. And this is what Vinay and hopefully this new era is going to be about, really communicating with the fans. Communicate with the fans to see whether communicate with the fans to show us that you're going to do something for us. That's really for me what needs to happen. I think they need to have good communication and communicate with the fans what we want, but they have a plan moving forward and be more transparent with us as fans. That will get the love back in our football club. It was taken away from us a lot of the time. It was like a chore going to Tottenham. And I don't want it to be a chore anymore. Making excuses for bang average players, which I saw already now. I mean, I was on a show, be up to Spurs Kings TV, but someone predicting that, Tell's going to do this, Tell's going to do that. Well, he's not even in the Champions League squad, which for me, he can use that as a positive, because look at Jed Spence. Jed Spence wasn't in the Europa League squad. Look at him now. Hot property at the moment, because he got himself, got his head down, worked hard, didn't feel sorry for himself. Now he's got a new contract, and now in the England squad. So Tell's got to take that inspiration. But I mean, that's why I'm a bit surprised by the acquisition of certain acquisitions that we've made. Because why we brought in Mattis Tell when this has all happened? Because I'm guessing that the football club or Daniel Levy would have had an influence on bringing in a Mattis Tell. I really do think I do think that would have been the case. And if that is the case, well, why do we buy him why do we get him in the first place? We should have just not even bought him in the first place. But it is what it is. It is what it is right now. But I do feel there are still things there that I think could change. I don't think Johan Land's going to be here that long. What's going to happen with Fabio Paratici? I don't know if Fabio Paratici is ever going to. I don't know if Fabio Paratici is ever going to get. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't know at the moment. But be honest with you, it's a good day. It's a good day. A good day at the moment, where you see the way I'm reacting at the moment. I don't know at the moment. But yeah, we have to wait and see right now. But big up to everybody in the chat. I saw Dietrich Kane's there saying that he wants to come on, but I ain't got a phone, mate, so I can't even give you the link to give you the phone, because my phone's not even working, mate. But big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Big up to Meta Football. Big up to Beyond 72. Getting 100 million for Harry Redknapp, Harry, but then Spunky was get almost half of it on Tell. Sums up Levy's vein. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. It's been a long one for Tottenham. It's been a long one, and this hopefully will move us forward, especially in the summer next year. I think it'll be very interesting next summer, and it's very interesting to see how things move forward. with the club. I really hope. I do think things will move forward. I don't think it's going to be easy transition. I don't think it will be. It never is an easy transition ever, especially when you've been a chairman's been running the club for so long now. I don't think you can ever change. I don't think you can ever change it like that straight away. I don't think it ever can be. But I think you can. I think there will be, hopefully, will be a little bit of more clarity and more communication and transparency, and that sort of change will help the fans be more interactive and be more involved, and we'll have a little bit more of a say, not too much to say, because I don't think that ever will happen. Fans will never ever have a say of what's going to happen with managers or anything like that. I think they will have they'll protest if a manager's not doing well. I don't think it will happen with Thomas Frank anyway. But just a little bit more structure to really the football side of things, where you can see a little bit more success. I think that when you see what's going on at Brighton, I think it's night and day compared to what Tottenham are like. It's night and day. Absolutely not. And that's the problem for me. But we have to wait and see. But big up to everybody who's watching at the moment. Big up to you at the moment. I hope everyone's well. Big up to everybody who's watching at the moment. It's very late at night, but I just had to speak about it. It's a momentous day. It's an absolutely momentous day right now. Daniel Levy leaving the club after 25 years of being at the football club as chairman. And it's one of those things, really, isn't it? It is one of those things at the moment. But big up to everybody who's watching at the moment. New era at Tottenham Hotspur. And those Champions League nights are going to be very interesting as well. Because I think a lot of fans are going to be a little bit more optimistic as well about doing that as well. And why not? Why not? I mean, I don't know if I can go, because I think that it's going to be too expensive for me. I'm more focused on the Premier League, I think, for me. And I don't know if I didn't really enjoy it last time. But maybe because of the football, maybe, I don't know. But those Champions League nights might be a little bit more of a change. It might be a little bit more of a change, really, for us. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. There's going to be a lot of fallout from this. I don't think it's just things that's going to change. I think there's going to be a lot of rumors about takeovers. I think there's going to be a lot of rumors about. I mean, obviously, they're going to be hopefully more active. I think that's a clear statement that they've made. But I do think, you can see that things are. It's not going to just be smooth sailing, just changing chairman like that. I think there is going to be a bit of a lag of what's going to happen, and the transition might be a bit bumpy. But I do believe that we are. There's cautious optimism from me at the moment, especially this new era, especially the fact that, and I think the key word is new era at Tottenham. They're making it very clear it's a new era at Tottenham. They're not going to sugarcoat it anymore. They want success. They want success, and that's what they mainly will need. They want that success. And I mean, I think Daniel's just said it here. Carlo Romani can play against PSG as well, even though he's on loan. from them, different rules in the Champions League to Premier League loan players. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's a very interesting one. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to you. Big up to you. I mean, I'm still processing all this news at the moment, and I'm really processing it at the moment to try and understand where Tottenham are going to be in the next couple of next year or so now. I mean, I would love Tottenham to go back and get a Paul Mitchell. I would love Tottenham to go back and get him. I think that would be one person I would get in. But yeah, I do feel that would be somebody that I feel that would be good for the football club. I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't think anything in the football side because Thomas Frank's just come in, hasn't he? So it obviously, we'll see what happened. I mean, I think the thing that might change also is that the tenure of managers. Is there going to be more longer term strategy with managers? Is there going to be a longer term strategy with managers now? Are we going to see managers not just last for 18 months, or is it going to be a shorter stint? These are all questions I don't know at the moment. This is all questions I want to know at the moment. I don't know. So there's so many questions I don't know at the moment. And we have to wait and see, really. We have to wait and see with that. I don't know. But yeah, it's an interesting time. There's timings of this during international break, and it's just interesting the timing of this, and it's now the ripples of this. I don't think you're going to see the end of this. I think there's going to be a lot of fallout from this, and it will be. It's naturally going to be, as far as I'm concerned. I think Vinay's had a major impact on the football club since he's came in. I mean, that love fest that he had with Daniel Levy when he came in was pretty well. It was pretty funny to watch, to be honest with you. And it just wasn't. I don't know. I really don't know. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody. Big up to Watson Frank. Big up to you. Aris Athens. If I got that wrong. Big up to Archer as well. It's just nice that we don't have to talk about Daniel Levy anymore. It's nice. I just hope that this football club becomes a football club again, and I can see brilliant players like we had with David Ginola, Robbie Keane, Defoe, Gareth Bell, Teddy Sheringham, Dembele. We had Tim Sherwood back in the day. We had, we had really good midfielders, Michael Carrick. I mean, the Michael Carrick thing is fascinating. He was offered, we didn't offer him the right sort of wages, and he moved to Man United because he was offered better wages than at Tottenham. He felt more appreciated at Man United than Tottenham. Yeah, they're a top team, Manchester United, but that's a sad indictment for a player like that was so important for us during that time. And when he left, it kind of left a gaping hole in our midfield. We did get to Sikora, but He just wasn't good enough. He wasn't that level of what Michael Carrick was. And look what a legend he turned into be as a player. Really good player. You know what I mean? It was just, just some of the letdowns from this manager. Please like and subscribe to the show, by the way. If you can like the show, I don't know how many likes are in the show, by the way, but please like the show. It really helps the show, the channel. I'm really trying to get up to 2,000 subscribers. And I know some of you lot do watch the show, but you don't subscribe. You don't like the show. And it doesn't do any good for the algorithm, for your boy, Mr. Box Office, who has got more motivation to do more shows now. More shows of just me talking, just having a chat, just talking with you guys. I don't do enough of this. I'm doing other people, going on other people's shows and not feeling appreciated. Not the pun intended to people like Asthmatic, but other people don't really appreciate the main event, the Mr. Box Office, because they say that I don't get to the point. Well, I'm going solo right now, and even I had Saba saying that I use him. I want him. I'm trying to get clout on his show, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've never asked you to come on my show because I actually respect you, mate. Because I don't want to use you like that, mate. And that's why I say it. You know what I mean? But but then I'm told that I used, I go on shows to get clout for my show, which is a bit weird when other people have used those people before, so I don't really get it, really. But that's again another thing that people have a go at me. But yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, no. I mean, honestly, if I'm hearing rivals, I'm worried. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're optimistic as Tottenham fans, but we're not thinking that things are going to change straight away. I don't think things are going to change straight away. We want success, and I think we can see that they're keen to be successful. The people that are coming in. Vivian wasn't happy, and that's been there for a long time. Like I said earlier, I heard it from someone, and I was sworn to secrecy about it. And people will say, "Oh, why are you saying this now?" Yeah, because I was sworn to secrecy about it. And now it's all coming out now. What was told back then, which was a few years ago, well, it was always true. But, these things start to unravel sometimes, and things start to get going. And then you start seeing things happen. And that's it, really. So we have to wait and see what happens now. We've got the international break. And it'd be interesting, the West Ham game. Yeah, but I think the first home game back will be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting to see what happens in that first home game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. What the atmosphere will be like at Tottenham Hotspur with the fan base. I think there's going to be more. I do feel that there's going to be a little bit more united fan base, a little bit, because I think the main reason for us to be divided has been Daniel Levy. I've said it how many times, and it'd be interesting to see what Vinay does. Vinay Vitesham, it's been rumored and everything else that he is coming in, and he's going to. He's coming in, and he's coming in as the main person for the football side, and he did a lot at Arsenal. Even though at Arsenal, I've got to be honest, like I said, they only won like one trophy under him. So I don't know. You know, I can't really say that much on that, really. But you know, he did a lot for back behind the scenes at Arsenal, and a lot of teams wanted him. So it's now up to him to see what where we move forward now. I mean, with Johan Lang as well, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this progresses. Let's see what happens. I think I'll leave it there, guys, at the moment, and I'll leave it there on a day which is going to go down in history as when our chairman Daniel Levy leaves the football club, and we'll see what happens, what ripples of effect that happens on the top with the football club in the next year or so, 2 years or so. But big up to everybody who's watching. This was just a reaction to Daniel Levy leaving Tottenham Hotspur, and well, my reaction to it. I did a video as well, but obviously, like I said, my phone's not working at the moment, and yeah, that's something that I'm gonna have to sort out. But big up to everybody who's watching in the show. Big up to everybody who's tuned in. Thank you for all watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for a user for the super chat as well. And yeah, like I said, someone must have been speaking to me up there, because, like I said, I was bored. I was bored of the Tottenham fans, the whole Tottenham thing now, and I didn't see anything really special other than certain players that came in. I thought, yeah, cool, but we're still making excuses for certain players, and I just felt like, oh, here we go again. I've seen this before. How many times? I don't really need to see it again. I'm fed up of this. And it's like someone up there was looking at me and saying, yeah, I hear you. And Daniel Levy leaves the football club today with immediate effect. Sometimes things just happen for a reason, and this is always on the cards, it looks like. So thank you, Daniel Levy, for the memories, but we move on, we move forward, and hopefully I can start being proud of my football club and starting enjoying my football club, not having to someone to tell me to smile about certain things I don't really want to be smiling about. I can do it naturally, organically. That's it, really. Big up to everybody who's watching. I know it's just me talking on a screen, but sometimes you just need to do that. Sometimes it's just about just talking just from the heart, just honesty. That's it, really. You know, I wish I could do flashy things. I wish I could do things, but like I said, I pride myself on doing the show myself. I pride myself on doing the show because it's what I'm supposed to be doing myself. And yeah, I need to do more shows, yeah. But like I said, the passion wasn't there. You know, Tottenham Hotspur were not giving me anything to really, grip my teeth into. Hopefully now I feel a little bit more reflective and more optimistic now, rather than feeling like I don't want to. I'm forcing myself to do things to watch Tottenham. I was watching other teams, more mainly seeing what they were producing. Now, you see the Man City's losing 2 games and their defense looking a bit of a mess, and their high line going a mess. All right. You see what West Ham, I know they just won, but they were in a bit of disarray. There's other teams as well, Newcastle, but they've done well. They've done well to recover themselves in the transfer window, towards the end. a lot of things. Manchester United, yeah, they've got, they did well in terms of buying players, but you know, you can always look at it in the other way, the other opinion, the other side of things, and yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, like I said, I've got to a point now where and I know people say I rage quit, and I've not rage quit. I'm sticking up for myself now. I stick up for myself now. I don't want to be taking the mug out of anymore. People don't listen to the main event, think I, don't make my point too quickly. Well, you're not appreciative of the main event. You're not appreciative of Mr. Box Office. So why would I care? You know what I mean? You don't appreciate me. I don't appreciate you. That's it. Simple. I've got more knowledge than a lot of other people who talk a big game but don't show it. As a Tottenham fan, and most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm right on Tottenham because I know my football club. The only thing now is I don't know what my football club's going to be like now. The only thing is, though, at least now I don't have the Daniel Levy sort of football club I have now. I've got a football club that I can sit there and think, well, I'm interested to see what's going to happen now. I can't pretend that I like a player because it makes the fan base feel good. The amount of times I go into a show and then people say, oh, this guy's negative. And I'll sit there and think, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say something fake? Do you want me to say something fake? Do you want me to sit there and just be fake about it? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? What do you want? But what these people want is just me being fake, sell out. Like some of these YouTubers sell out. And I'm not here to sell out. I'm here to say it how it is. I've always been that guy. Oh, let's keep it football. Oh, let's keep it football. Yeah, but then when I talk, you don't keep it football, don't you? That's the thing. And hopefully now we can be respectful a little bit, but then still have a little bit of fun with this and enjoy Tottenham Hotspur. Whether we agree or not, it doesn't matter. But just have a little bit of fun with it. That's what it's all about for me. It never has been about, because at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. But I was right all along because, like I said, the Joe Lewis family were not happy what was going on at Tottenham Hotspur. They've not been happy at all. So they've been biding their time. And the time that they've struck now, the domino effect of Donna Cullen going, Scott Munn going, and now Daniel Levy going, now you see the ripple effect of what's going on at Tottenham Hotspur. Hopefully now, we don't see the likes of Johnson, that below average Sterling coming into the football club, and they're making excuses for him. We're not going to make excuses for someone like Tell, who don't get into the Champions League squad, and now people are saying, oh, we need to feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for what? Sorry, bruv, you weren't good enough. You weren't good enough. Like, there's limited spaces. Like, if there's limited spaces in certain teams, if you're not good enough, you're not in the team. So you weren't good enough. Yeah, you can blame UEFA for their regulations on squads. But, sorry, we're not a charity. You've got to be good enough to make it. That's it, simple. If you're not good enough, you're not in the team. Simple. So now you've got to show yourself. Same with Archie Gray. You got your one chance. Your one chance to prove yourself. If you don't, sorry, go bye-bye. It's a ruthless game. It's a ruthless thing. It's ruthless. That's what it's all about. You ain't got time. It's like time right now. Time's important. Time's precious. And that's what the family of Joe Lewis are thinking now. We wasted too much time. 25 years with Daniel Levy, with 2 trophies. 1 trophy that we're lucky to get because the manager was only proving a point and keeping his reputation intact. That's it. That's what it was. And I'll leave it there. Because like I said, I think this is the problem. When I'm on shows, I can't say what I need to really say. You know what I mean? Because people say that you've got to be straight up and make your point quickly. Well, with my show right now, I can say whatever I bloody well want. And you either going to like it or lump it. And that's all it is. And that's all it will ever be. You know what I mean? Hopefully now I'm going to start not singing the song, Back to Life, Back to Reality. I won't be singing that song anymore. I'll be singing more Caribbean songs, enjoying myself, enjoying life, being a Tottenham fan, rather than having to be fake about it. Because I ain't going to be fake about it anymore. That ain't me. That ever will be me. And that's it. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's it. You're not going to change me. And that's it. That's all I've got to say on the show, because this is going to be the end of the show right now. Big up to everybody who's watching the show right now. It's Mr. Box Office TV, your main event, your professor of truth and entertainment, the ratings killer. Bigging it up, bigging up to everybody who's watching the show today. And take care of yourselves. Hopefully you all have a good Friday on the day that Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy leaves Tottenham Hotspur as their chairman, stands down, and now a new era is upon us. And can it be the new era that will show Tottenham Hotspur being a new player in the top Premier League of challenging for not just the Premier League, but Champions League as well, as promised by Vinno Batesham and Daniel Levy. And big up to everybody who's watching all over the world. There's always end the show like this. If you didn't know, get to know, support your boy, Mr. Box Office, subscribe and like, and come on you Spurs. And we're out.